In this video, we're gonna be going over the types of lead magnets and which buyer personas you're gonna be attracting with each type of lead magnet. So let's go ahead and dive right in. So like I said, types of lead magnets, there's a couple different types that we can go with here, right? So there's the free workshop or resource, there's case study, there's VSL or pitch video. These are the three main types that we're gonna be covering in this lesson. So let's talk a little bit about what type of lead you're gonna be getting when you use each one of these types of lead magnets. Now there's no right or wrong way to go. I've used all of these and we actually want to try to use these in conjunction with one another. So if we're using a free workshop or a resource, you're going to get lower qualified people down here because they're just people who want something for free. So they're typically freebie seekers. Now, if you have a case study, this is typically going to be attracting kind of between least and most qualified as far as lead quality, because these are people who are problem aware, and we're going to go through the different types of buying personas in this video as well. But these are people who are problem aware, they know they have an issue, and they want to opt into a case study of how you were able to help someone who's just like them. So you can see how that might attract somebody who's a little bit further down the line in their customer journey. And then finally, we have a VSL or pitch video. These are typically the most qualified type of people because you're saying, hey, customer avatar, we're gonna help you solve this problem, and here's exactly what we're going to do. And so people who are gonna be attracted to that are people who know they have a problem, they've been looking for a solution, and they're ready to do something immediately. Now, the downside, which we're gonna talk about in a second, is you're gonna get the least volume of leads with your VSL or pitch video. You'll get the most volume of leads with your free workshop, and that's because there's just more people who are not necessarily ready to buy anything. People who are ready to buy something are typically the top 3% of people. So you're gonna get lower volume of leads, they may be more expensive, but they're ready to buy, so there are pros and cons to both of those. These people who are going for pitch video or case study, they're gonna be more expensive leads, and you'll get less of them, as opposed to if you had a free workshop, which is gonna have cheaper leads, because the people want something for free, they're willing to give you their info, and they're willing to opt in, which means that you're gonna get cheaper leads, but they may not be the most qualified. You'll get more volume and they'll be cheaper, but really what I'm trying to get at here, guys, is I want you to understand why we use each one. So when you use a specific one over another one, you'll know what you're getting and why you're getting it, right? The free workshop leads are gonna need more nurturing. They're gonna need more email follow-up sequences, more text follow-up sequences, more nurturing, more content, more training, more case studies to really get them over the fence to decide to work with you, because they just opted in for something for free. And then in order to convert them, you need follow-up sequences, which obviously we help you with in this program, but that's really where they're at. And then the people who are the VSL leads, they're typically, from what we found, more ready to buy. So they don't need as much nurturing. They know they have a problem. They've been suffering for a while. They have a lot of pain and they're ready to move forward. Let's kind of go over what the buying cycle looks like. Now at the top here, these are going to be people who are ready to buy right now. So to attract these types of people, we typically use a VSL, a pitch video, or a case study video to attract these 3%. Now, you may be wondering, what about the other percentages? And obviously we're about to get there, but with the info gatherers, this is gonna make up the other 17% of people they're just gathering information, right? They know they have a problem, they know they're looking for a solution, but they're really just starting to gather information. They're not quite ready to buy yet. In order to attract these types of people, you're gonna need some sort of free workshop, and you're gonna need more of a short-term nurture sequence. So like an email sequence, a text sequence to nurture those people up to finally book a call with you and buy whatever you sell. And then the other 20%, this is gonna be people who are problem aware. So you're like, they know they have a problem, they're a business owner who knows they need to use content, whatever the problem is, but they're not quite at that information gathering stage, so they're not quite ready to really dive in and start to do something yet. These are gonna be people who are attracted by the free workshop and the long-term nurture sequence. So this is gonna be people who, they want a free workshop, they wanna learn more, they wanna figure out what information it is that they even need to gather in the first place. And you're also gonna need a longer-term nurture sequence here over, 2, 3, 4 months to really nurture those people up into buying whatever you sell. I'm sure you've heard it, the fortune's in the follow-up, and it's pretty obvious why. It's because if you're not following up, you're only capturing this top 3% of people in your market if you don't follow up with them. Now, having follow-up sequences like we teach in this program, it's gonna help you get the other 97% of people and nurture those people up into buying from you. Now, if you're not nurturing them, if you're not sending out content, if you don't have more trainings, if you're not putting out more value, right, you're losing this 97% of people to your competitors. And you're only capturing the 3% of people who are ready to buy right now. That's why it's so important to have nurture sequences and follow-up sequences and sequences to capture these people and then nurture them up into being your perfect client. And And then the other 60% of people are gonna be people who are not quite problem aware yet. Again, the free workshop is gonna be a better bet for those types of people because they're just, they're not really problem aware. They don't have a lot of pain just yet. But when they get into the workshop and they go through your very long nurture sequence, typically 4 to 6 months, we start to build a pipeline of those people and we nurture them up into being the 3% up here. So hopefully that makes sense. Below, I'm gonna have scripts and outlines on how to create each type of lead magnet. So if you have any questions on that, feel free to let us know or hop on one of the coaching calls and we're happy to help you out. And we'll see you in the next video.